and welcome back to day 3, your third sunrise in this new world. I'm looking through the hole that we still have in the top here. I like to leave this for a little bit in the beginning so I can look out and see what the weather is or the time of day. You can also look out your little doors that I showed you how to construct in the first video. If you haven't seen the first and second video and you're new to the game and you want some extra tips, I would recommend going back. I'll have a link at the end of the video to the first video, and if you like the video, if it helps, please consider liking and subscribing. But for now, let's get to business. What we need are cows. We've constructed our stone weapons. It is dawn, so let's go ahead and get at it. Still some monsters out and about. If you want to wait till the sun comes up a little bit higher. Now, if you want to practice and play, spiders are pretty easy prey. So get close, left click. There you go. They're pretty easy to avoid. And collect whatever they drop. Don't forget that. You get experience that way. You pick up some neat things like string there. But that's not our, well, there's another one we might have to kill. But at this point, we do have a weapon. What we don't have is armor, which is what we're going to make today, which will give us a little bit more protection. There we go. We do have some string though, which later on, well, there's lots of spiders in this area. I wonder if there's an infestation. One thing we did pick up here is string, which we can make a bow with. And we'll call that a little, well, there you go. Did you climb up there with your web? That was pretty cool. Yeah, that might happen to you too. So all you do is you can bob and weave by going forwards and backwards when you're fighting those monsters. It helps. Most of them aren't too quick, especially the spiders. I don't think we took any damage on that. So I got a little string. Maybe as a little extra bonus, we'll make a bow at the end of this. So you'll have a ranged weapon. Maybe go out and take a few shots with that. Of course, we need to make arrows for that. So we'll see. We'll see if we have enough. One thing we do need, especially to finish up our house, is some more wood, and I think this is the same type of wood. It doesn't really matter, but if you're really into aesthetics, first house I built with like 3 different kinds of wood, and I didn't find it appealing. So let's go ahead and get some wood since I don't see any cows immediately out here. Keep an eye out for monsters. I like to look around, see what's what. Alright, this is going to be plenty of wood. We're going to make planks with this and also use it to make charcoal, cook our food, all kinds of uses for wood. Alright, don't forget once again where your house is. You may as well, along the way, looking for cows, kill whatever you find along the way for food and materials. Again, early in the game, it's a good idea not to stray too far from home, especially before you get the armor that we're going to make today. There's the hole that creeper made from the first video. That guy was mean. Yeah, if you want to know what a creeper does, go back to the first video in this series. You will find out. They blow up, basically, is what they do. And just generally make a nuisance of themselves. Alright, I know my house is behind me still. I want to keep track of that. I could, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take some of these chickens because we will get feathers from them, probably. Not always, but yeah, there, that guy had some feathers, I think. And since we're not seeing any cows, we'll go ahead and take him. Take what we have. Go ahead and take you. There we go. There we go. Picking up a few things, getting a little experience. The little green orbs that you see there, you hear a little chiming noise, perhaps. That is experience points. You see down there the green right next to the green number next to the hearts at the bottom of the screen? Those are experience points. Those will come into play later on in the game. Right now you don't really need to. There's a cow. We are going to need as much leather as we can get. I don't know if we will get enough because the cows seem to be sparse today. Alright, let me go in here and see. We did get leather. Again, in the first video I talked about this. I like to put materials that I'm looking for down here in the hotkey, because that way I can see how many I've collected without having to open up my inventory all the time. I'm going to get you chicken, then I'm going to head back because I'm getting kind of far from home and I do not want to get lost. How are we doing? It's midday already and I got 2 leather. We might not be able to make very much, but we'll see. Sometimes you luck out and you get a whole herd of cows. We have enough to make one thing right now. I believe, here we go. Ah, 2 cows, good, come on. And they don't always give you leather. This time, oh good, he did. And as you go on in the game, you'll find this out later. It's nothing to worry about now, but you can enchant your items to give you extra benefits, like getting more materials when you kill animals. And also, later on in the game, you can tame the animals so that they are nearby and readily available when you need them. But for now, we are lone little wanderers in this world. And see, there's my house. It is very easy. You don't have to go too far, but especially in certain biomes, it is very easy to lose your way. So always try and keep an eye on where your house is. So basically the entire day today is looking for cows as long as the sun is up to get as much leather as we can get, so that we can have a little bit of protection from the elements. Leather is the most rudimentary armor that you can have later on. Here's a little green orb I was talking about. Let's see if it's going to come to me. There we go. That was either from something I killed earlier or a monster that died in the night. What are you up here? Oh, you're a spruce tree. You had spots like a cow. I'm going to go over this hill again, see if we get lucky. Yeah, one thing to keep in mind, to remember, oh come on, too many leaves in the way here, is that the animals spawn pretty much randomly. So just because you went through a certain area a little while before doesn't mean there might not be animals there the next time you go through. You will notice this as you play. They will pop up right in front of you sometimes. Well, there's a wolf. If we had a bone, do we have a bone? We could tame them. I could show you how that works, but we don't have a bone. If you have a bone, you just walk up to them and right-click and feed them. Usually it takes more than one. The house is over there. Gotta remember. There's a cow. Give me some leather. There we go. We're up to 5 leather. That's pretty good. It's not great, but it's good. Come here, chicken. Alright, there's another cow. Sometimes when it seems like all hope is lost, the cows arrive. 6, there's another cow. Alright, and nope, no leather. And I'm gonna go back around this way. What are you? Well, you are sheep, so I don't really need you, but sometimes in pursuit of you guys, I find other things, so I will take you. I'm gonna head back towards where I think my house is, because we got plenty of daylight, but I cannot reinforce enough the value of not forgetting where you have put your home. You will regret your life choices if that sun is going down and you look around and say, wait a minute, where am I? It will happen. It'll happen. You know, I think honestly it happens more later in the game when you start to get a little bit of confidence, or you find something interesting and it makes you lose your thought. And then when you're done investigating whatever it is you were looking at, well, there's monsters about and you don't know how to get home. There's our house. Alright, we'll just do the circuit again. Try and burn all the daylight that we have. See if we can find a few more cows. That would be nice. but this is really all that we have on the agenda. I see some sheep over here, and we don't need sheep, but since we're just randomly running in directions to try and find cows, it doesn't hurt to go after these guys. We're not going to use this wool today, but you can always find something to use it for later. And the food doesn't hurt either. Which, speaking of which, I'm glad I said that. Put your hotkey over the food, and we're going to need more of that, so that needs to be cooked up later. But yeah, keep an eye on your food down there, your little drumsticks, whatever those things are. We've got plenty of food, raw food in our inventory, but we need to cook it before we can eat it. There are things you don't need to cook, like apples, certain vegetables. Let me see if I have anything in my inventory. Nope, all we have right now is raw meat. And I see it getting dusk. And see, right now I'm not even that far from home, but the darker it gets, the harder it gets to find your way. All right, we're going to run back home. Hit the control key to run. Hopefully run back home. Which direction is it? Is it this way? I think it is. No. It's back this way. There it is. I see it just out of the corner over that thing. But see how quickly it gets dark? And we're not even that far. And the darker it gets, the harder it is to get your bearings. So we're going to be safe this time, which is great. And we're not going to have enough leather to build our entire armament. Complement of armor, however you want to say it. But we'll have enough to get started and give you an idea of what we're going to do. So there we go. It's nighttime coming down. And I'm going to go ahead and finish that roof. So let's, a jungle log. Never used jungle logs before. It looks interesting. So drag that up here, left click, bring your logs up here, and then shift and left click, and there we go. We got lots of planks. And we're going to go ahead and finish this roof because we have torches inside now. Excellent. So let's build our first piece of armor. And I guess it's a toss-up between boots and a helmet. Let's go ahead and protect our noggin. What do you say? So that's under the sword and helmet tab here. So left click on that, and you see we have enough to build a helmet. So just left click on that, drag it down to your inventory, and then close your inventory. And then if you hit the E key, you see right here, take your helmet, left click, put that up there. And now you see the little shirts above the hearts, the armor indicator, I suppose you might call it. We have a half a bit of armor. The more of that you have, obviously, the better. So we only have one leather right now. We can only find one cow. But what you're going to want to do from here on out is rinse, wash, and repeat. Tomorrow, I went to go look up because I forgot we took the hole out. But it is nighttime now, and I'm going to show you the value of a bed, and that will be pretty much the end of the video. You get close to the bed, you right click, then just wait, and voila! See how much nicer that is? It is daylight already. And you have set a spawn point for yourself. Whenever you sleep in a bed, that is where you will spawn back in, should you run into some sort of misfortune. Oh, here comes a fire guy. See, always something in this world wanting to kill you. Now, if that guy gets close enough to you, you will burn up. And, well, I'll let you guys deal with that. You're far enough along. You're almost experts now. Oh, one more quick thing before I go, because I was going to do this. Let's take these, we'll use the wooden planks because we have more of them. Many things you can burn. And I'm going to make some more raw mutton. We'll just cook one of them up here, and I'll put it down in the hotkey bar, but it's going to keep cooking until either the fuel or the food is gone, and that's going to make 7 more of those. So you'll always want food. I'm going to move my hotkey over there, right click to eat, and there we go. Whatever surplus gets added on. So if you only have one food thing down there that's empty and you eat something really nutritious, then you should be good for a bit. Well, that's it, guys. You have survived 3 days in Minecraft. You are on your way to building up your armament. You have a stone sword, And I promised I was going to try and do this. Let's see. Yeah. And I will show you very quickly how to make, if you happen to get some spiders, this is not a necessity. It's like a little bonus thing. So we got the bow there. We need sticks. So let's go ahead and, do we have enough to make sticks? Here. We're going to have to make planks. So let's go ahead and shift. We have lots of planks now. Let's go ahead and click on that. We're going to go ahead and make 8 of these. And now we can make a bow. There you go. And when they're wood, I like to make 2 because they wear out, and there's really is awful when you are out someplace and don't have it. To use a bow, we need arrows. So let's left click on that. And I just so happen to have some flint, which is what you get from digging in gravel. So if you need that, just get a bunch of gravel and use your pickaxe and keep hacking away, and you will get a certain amount of gravel, or flint, sorry. And there we go. You don't have to have them in your hotkey bar, but they have to be in your inventory. And that's all we can make. But real quick demonstration before I leave off. There's nothing out here to shoot right now, so I'll just shoot at the house. You right click and let it draw all the way back, and then just simply release the right click and boom. And if you move next to the arrow, you retrieve the arrow, which is nice. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe. If you didn't happen to see the first video, lots of useful tips when you start out with absolutely nothing, naked and alone in the world. It's been good, and I hope you guys are well. Bye-bye.